Our first award tonight is Committee Member of the Year. This award honors an individual who has worked within the MNLA committee system to significantly improve the activities, stature, or services of the association. This year's Committee Member of the Year is Heidi Heiland of Heidi's Lifestyle Gardens. Since 1979, Heidi's Lifestyle Gardens has designed, built, and managed environmentally sound gardens to the delight of its residential and commercial customers. We're honoring her today because of her work over the last several years to make the MNLA State Fair Landscape Garden an incredible success. For a number of years, Heidi and her crew were responsible for a large share of the ongoing maintenance of most of the garden. Her company gave hundreds of hours to creating and maintaining annual and perennial beds that grabbed the attention of fairgoers and others through the course of the year. Last year, Heidi was instrumental in the transition towards maintenance of the garden by students from Dakota County Technical College and Hennepin Technical College. This project has expanded MNLA's working relationship with these colleges, allowing the students to serve and promote the green industry while giving them a hands-on opportunity for landscape and garden maintenance under the supervision of some of the best professionals in the business. Heidi is currently the Secretary-Treasurer on the MNLA Board of Directors, serves on the Sustainable Environment Committee, and has long been active on the Public Relations Committee and the State Fair Subcommittee. Next, we present the Friend of the Environment Award, which honors an MNLA-affiliated company or individual for outstanding environmental efforts. Recipients of this award exhibit a personal or corporate commitment to environmental protection and enhancement and demonstrated leadership on specific environmental issues in their field of work. Our 2011 Friend of the Environment is the Mustard Seed Landscaping and Garden Center of Chaska. Formed in 2005, Mark and Kay Halla set out to make the Mustard Seed an example of responsible stewardship of natural resources, building an attractive and functional business that would improve existing environmental conditions. Among the actions the Mustard Seed has taken, site work actually reversed the grade on the front of the property so that today there is less runoff from the property than prior to construction. The farm fields around the sediment control ponds have been converted to alfalfa instead of corn to reduce erosion. Geo-source heat pumps provide 100% of heating needs with in-floor radiant heat and all of the cooling with 3 air exchangers. The Mustard Seed partners with one of their vendors to recycle all of their plastic pots. Display benches in the greenhouses are made from recycled plastic. Seminars on rain gardens are offered in conjunction with Blue Thumb. The list goes on, but suffice it to say that the Mustard Seed provides an excellent example of an environmentally responsible and progressive business. Next, we're pleased to present 2 Special Service Awards, which honor MNLA members or industry friends who have, over a long period of time, given of themselves personally and or professionally to make the nursery and landscape business a better industry. Our first Special Service Award goes to the Minnesota State Fair for its long-standing tradition of showcasing horticulture as a segment of the state's agricultural community. We think an important part of the horticultural showcase has been MNLA's exhibit. For several decades, MNLA built a temporary landscape every year in the Ag Hort building. And then in 2007, MNLA built a permanent landscape garden outside of the Ag Hort building. This space has increased the association's profile exponentially and improved our ability to educate the citizens of Minnesota about horticulture. Deserving special recognition is the Adopt a Garden program, which is presented by the Minnesota State Fair Foundation, whose mission is to preserve and improve the historic buildings and grounds at the fair. The program has grown to include 32 gardens on the fairgrounds, many of which are created and maintained by MNLA members. Our next Special Service Award goes to John Boland, who has been MNLA's lobbyist since 1998. John's expertise, contacts, professionalism, and perseverance has played a vital role in the association's government affairs success in the past 13 years. John has bachelor's and master's degrees from St. Thomas College. He has been a teacher, a hockey coach, a state representative, the first chairman of the Twin Cities Metropolitan Council, and chief of staff for Congressman Bruce Vento before starting his lobbying firm in 1982. There are so many behind-the-scenes and intangible ways that John has protected and advanced the interests of MNLA members. But if you had to put it in statistical terms, here's how it would add up. $5 million in sales tax savings on nursery and greenhouse equipment. The requirement for rain sensing technology on all new landscape irrigation systems has conserved millions of gallons of water. $2 million in state legacy funds to help cities develop EAB response plans. $3 million in bonding money for grants to cities to replace diseased or infested trees. And saved the state's Gypsy Moth Slow the Spread program, saving growers hundreds of thousands of dollars in treatment or inspection costs. John Boland has been a class act representing MNLA. To honor Todd Bachman's legacy of innovation and industry service, the University of Minnesota, the Minnesota Nursery and Landscape Association, and the MNLA Foundation created the Todd Bachman Award for Innovation in Horticultural Business. The award annually recognizes an individual whose innovation in private enterprise has positively influenced one or more green industry businesses in the region. The 2011 recipient is Troy Lucht, owner of Plant Source International and co-owner of Malmbergs Incorporated. Troy has built an internationally successful plant cuttings business that produces flowering annuals as well as herbs, decorative leaf-type annuals, and perennials. Troy grew up in the greenhouse industry, working summers during high school at Malmbergs, a wholesale and retail greenhouse garden center operation. After high school, he attended Northwestern College in Roseville, where he majored in business and accounting. In the 1990s, Troy was among those who identified the growth potential for sales of herbaceous plant materials and started a company called Plant Source International, or PSI. PSI sells to plant and supply companies that broker to the greenhouse industry in the U.S. and Canada. Today, the company produces and ships approximately 18 million cuttings. Starting with no land and no greenhouses, PSI Mexico today has 17 acres of land and 600,000 square feet of greenhouse space. The quality of the product, combined with connections Troy has built over a lifetime in the greenhouse business, has allowed sales to grow with a minimum of administrative overhead. By not aligning itself with any specific brokering company, Plant Source International is free to serve customers in a collaborative and responsive manner. Because Troy and Plant Source International are offering many varieties that are not trademarked or patented, the company is able to provide a high-quality product that is frequently less expensive than that offered by larger corporations, thus helping small growers and garden centers.